At the recording of this video, the Boston Celtics currently sit as the best team in the league with a record of 48-13. Last summer when the Celtics traded for Kristaps Porzingis, I was a little skeptical, but once they traded for Jrue Holiday right before the season started, I knew things were about to get real. Having played over 60 games, the Celtics have the second highest scoring offense in the league with 121 points per game. Unlike the Indiana Pacers, the Celtics aren't just an offensive juggernaut, they're great at defense too. Boston has the second highest defensive rating in the league, equate for the second most blocks out of any team with 6.5 per game, and they hold their opponents to the fourth lowest point total in the NBA at just under 110 points per game. If you're doing the math, that means they have a point differential of over 11 points per game, the highest in the league by a pretty decent margin. But if you really want to be a nerd, 6 of the top 50 players in the league and total win shares belong to the Celtics. Team basketball! Their depth is also insane as they have almost 8 players averaging in double digits, with 3 of them averaging over 20 points per game. I say all this to say the Celtics have zero excuses this season. They've been the best team pretty much all year. Stellar offense, great defense, a lot of depth as well, and good coaching. They've got to make it over the hump this year. I'm putting such a heavy emphasis on a ring since for the past 6 seasons under the Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum core, the Celtics have had so much regular season success and have made it to 4 Eastern Conference Finals, including an NBA Finals appearance in 2022, but have come up short time and time again. And if you want to count this season before Tatum got drafted, they made it to an Eastern Conference Finals then as well. In his 27 Eastern Conference Finals games, which is honestly crazy to even say, as Jason Tatum's only been in the league for around 7 years or so, he's averaged under 24 points per game in those 27 games. Going even further, in the 2022 NBA Finals against the Golden State Warriors, Tatum averaged 21.5 points in a losing effort, while being outplayed by his own teammate Jaylen Brown, who averaged 23.5 in that series. Last season, the 8th seeded Miami Heat were up 3-0 in the conference finals against the Celtics, while Boston had home court advantage. There's no reason for Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and the rest of that crew to straight up punk the Celtics in those first 3 games.
Shot clock at 4. Here he accelerates and finds 2.
Gave him the too small sign.
Butler drives on Grant Williams, and a 15-footer will tie it.
That's what he wants.
Inside for the lead. He got it.
That's what he wants. Grant Williams on him.
Especially since Denver handled them so well in the finals. All I'm saying is this, the team's got to get it together. Management spending so much money on these Supermax contracts. Now it's time for their superstar and other all-star caliber players to step up when it matters most. And it's crazy because the Celtics have had pretty great squads over the past 7 years, but we haven't seen anything like this. While I don't think this team is on the level of the Big 3 Celtics, as they had the star power and an insane amount of depth, this roster right here is the next best thing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I way off or am I on target here? Because in all honesty, if they fail again this year, it's going to be a really interesting offseason. But if you like these sort of videos, I have another one on the LA Clippers that's to the left. But if you're more so in the rankings and basketball history, I have a video on the 7 greatest NBA finals to the right. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.